everyone. Hi, Jacki. Hey. We are so happy to be here. Welcome back to Three Themes Live. We all had a wonderful holiday yesterday. I hope that everyone enjoyed themselves, and it's kind of like the kickoff to summer, right?
Yes, it is actually. Yes.
But it's also nice to remember those who've gone before us and those who have sacrificed so much for our country. So thank you. All right, everyone, we're happy to be back with all of you. Happy you decided to choose to be with us. Welcome to Three Themes Live, where theme number 1 is something to smile about, theme number 2 is something to learn, and theme number 3 is something to discover. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to Three Themes Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and we're so happy to have you here. We only have a short week this week with just today and tomorrow, but we have both shows that are jam-packed with lots of goodness for you, and we're starting this off with Color Me Crazy. That is our theme for this week, and we're talking all things color. I've got two very colorful people with me today. You can choose how you want to take that.
Okay.
Jacki and Allison.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Colorful.
I feel colorful.
I'm going to use some colorful language and see how she feels about that.
There you go. All right. How are you guys?
Oh, great.
You know what?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Busy weekend, tired.
Yeah, well, it throws you off, though.
I know.
Because I think time and daytime.
You know, I can't seem to get this Tuesday right, thinking that it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. It's a terrible mix-up.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah, I'm an hour off today.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
just so
It
you
was
know.
so funny. Jackie's like, Allison, come on, we got to go. I'm like, it's 11:15. She's like, and we will never make it in time if we don't go. So as obedient as I am, what did I do?
You just came with me.
I grabbed my purse, I came, and we are here, and then...
So we're so excited to be here with you because we came early.
Yes, that's right. Hey, Alice said that, I know everyone always loves Allison's shirts, but Jacki, I love your shirt. There you go, Jacki.
Too.
Thank you.
Yes,
absolutely
very fun.
beautiful.
Oh, well, today we're talking about color, so
Yes, we are.
I wanted to make sure that I was colorful.
It's very fitting.
Yes.
Your language, your shirt, not your language, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes,
That's only you. That's only you thing.
We leave that to you.
Yeah.
Not often enough.
She is speechless.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, she doesn't know what to say.
Never has happened, ever.
Right, right.
All right, we love to give each other a bad time. Hey, you know, color is what we're talking about, and it's only fitting because really right now is when the flowers are coming out and are so colorful, and you know, there's just something about the green that is now brighter than
What would
ever,
we do
right?
in a world without color?
Yeah,
My
would be
sister
hard.
at one point said that she was never going to wear any color except black and white.
Really?
And I noticed she didn't stick to it as often, but she mostly does wear black and white. But I don't know, what would you do if you could not see color?
So many people out there are colorblind,
Right.
And it's something that I just have never really thought about or considered until a member of my family was colorblind, and I thought, gosh, that would be kind of
My
tough,
husband is
wouldn't it?
colorblind.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So is he completely colorblind? He only sees in grays, or does he have some color?
No, he has some color. So all of the green look brown to him. So and purples all look blue. So yeah, it's just interesting. I have to dress him. So he
Well, at
always
least he
makes-
lets you. Sometimes I think my husband is colorblind, and I'm telling you what,
He's not.
he's not.
yeah. It would be really hard
It
to
would.
not be able to see what we,
It would.
you know, color
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. That would be really sad.
Well, we thought for theme number 1 today, it might be kind of fun to have a little
I'm so excited.
Color karaoke.
I love it.
So we do
fun.
it. And so, you know, I thought, okay, who could be on color karaoke with me? But these two.
Because I ask Can we do it like name that tune?
Yes.
Well, I can name that tune
It's gonna be pretty close.
three notes.
Yeah.
But then my second ask was, can we sing the answers?
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right,
Okay.
well,
So all of you
I would
at
be good
home.
with singing.
Yeah.
But I
Knowing
could
the
dance.
names?
I could dance
You
away.
can
Okay.
dance. Yes. Okay.
So,
Well,
okay.
if you're at home and you're watching, we want you to play along with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this
so
will be fun.
We have no idea what the songs are, but all of these songs have a color in the title,
title.
of the name. So red, purple, blue, green, yellow, you name it. There's a color in the title of the song, and we are all going to hear it at the same time. We have not
Okay, so
heard
do
this.
you know?
Oh,
Okay,
no, I
so
have
none
no
of
idea.
us know.
We,
Okay.
we gave this job to Abbie. Abbie has been giddy about this as she's been putting this together, really hoping to throw us off.
I'm
gonna
really
see.
scared.
Okay.
So I want all of you, as you hear the music, hurry and type in the comments as to what song you think it is, and we're also going to do our
Yeah.
best.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'm kind of nervous.
Me too, because I'm not always good with, I know the tune.
Yes.
But I'm not always good with words.
Okay,
In
well
music,
let's
so-
see what happens.
Okay.
Hopefully, Abbie, you'll give us an easy one to start off with, maybe?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm nervous
Okay.
now.
Here we go.
Oh, Brown Eyed Girl. No.
Huh?
I can't hear it.
Bright-eyed girl, but
No,
it's
isn't it Brown Eyed Girl?
brown-eyed girl.
Yes!
It's brown-eyed girl.
All right. Peace out. Who's playing the main joke that didn't turn on my microphone?
That was my song.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I'm the one that wants to sing it.
Oh,
Oh boy, we better get your ear fixed.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not good. 'Cause
Yes.
I can't really put my earpiece in your ear.
Will
Okay.
you make sure
Are you
your
plugged
your
in?
plug
Yes.
is in?
Because
Okay,
I'm
Brown
okay.
Eyed Girl.
Brown
That
Eyed
is
Girl.
seriously
Abby.
like
And
my
that's
I
favorite.
can hear Abby, so yep, I can hear Abby.
Okay.
So hopefully.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
we're
See,
gonna
I
try
thought
it
it was
again.
bright-eyed girl.
Oh.
So, see, I told you I'm not good with
Hey,
with
that's
words.
okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. Next.
I love how we're all just anticipation.
I know. All right. Peace out. I can't hear the music, so I'm just gonna
can
pay
too.
attention.
Goodbye, summer. Yellow Brick Road.
Yellow Brick Road. There we
Yellow
go.
Brick Road.
Yeah. Chris, you're so
Yellow Brick
sad.
Road. Oh,
Dun-dun-dun.
is there a way
Did
for
you not
Allison
hear
to
it?
get this music?
No, I can hear Abby, but I can't hear the music, so it's okay.
Oh.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alice said they planned it this way. It's a setup. I agree,
Yes,
Alice.
that's probably
No.
I
true.
agree.
Because she would know it. Yeah.
Goodbye, Yellow
You just
Brick
didn't want me to beat you.
Road. I know. I wanted a chance to win.
Can't keep me in this penthouse. I'm going out
Maybe
on
you
the
could just
plow.
think of all of the songs
Yes.
you know that
Okay,
have a
and I'm
color
just
in
gonna
them,
sing 'em.
and you're just going to sing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And then
Oh my
And then, yeah.
goodness. Okay, too funny. All right,
All right,
we're
here
going
we
to
go.
try and get Allison's sound fixed, but in the meantime, we're going to
Okay.
do another one.
okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Okay, you ready?
You and I in a little
Red balloons. Red balloons.
balloons.
Yes, 99 red balloons.
Oh,
Is that right?
I even watched The Voice.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
I knew that one.
I'm telling myself I got to get another headpiece. This is no fun.
Oh my gosh. That's,
Okay, this
that
is
was
really
good.
fun. Yeah.
I had
99
to
red
really,
balloons.
I had to really think about that.
I know there's a German version of that.
Did any of you get
but-
that out there? 99. Is it called 99?
I
red
think it's
balloons?
called 99 red balloons. Yes.
Yeah?
Well, I
okay.
just feel so great that I knew that.
You'll have to tell John.
That's an 80s song that I love.
Oh,
'Kay.
man. Okay.
Are we ready?
Next up.
She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would say,
Oh, itsy
Oh,
bitsy
yellow,
yellow,
yellow bikini.
Yellow polka dot bikini. I can hear. I can hear.
it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
That's the
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. Yep. Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
It took me a minute, but yes.
I'm back in.
Okay, you're
All
back in
right.
the saddle. All
Okay.
right, you're feeling
Back in the
good.
saddle. I'm
Okay.
feeling good.
Oh, yep. Deb's got it. Yellow polka dot bikini. Okay. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. That's the only Purple rain. That's all I
Yes.
know. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's all I know. That was it. So,
Purple rain. Okay, that's great. All right.
oh yes, Electric Light Orchestra.
I don't know this one.
Yes, I know the music.
Oh,
Mr. Blue Man. Something with blue.
can you play
Mr.
more?
Blue. Cloud in the
Is this
sky.
the Beatles?
It's something with blue. It is something with blue. See, I told you.
Oh, I don't
Mr.
know
Blue
it.
Sky. Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue?
Mr.
I've never
Blue
heard
Sky.
this song a
It's
day in my
Mr. Blue
life.
Sky. See?
Wow, Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky.
I don't
Yes.
know that song.
Ooh, that, okay.
No.
I've never heard that song before.
Oh, shoot. So what does that tell you?
What does that say? You're so old.
I just love that song. Okay.
That's okay. Tom got it. Mr. Blue.
Tonight, the red dress.
Lady in Red.
Lady in Red.
Lady in Red, right?
You're amazing. Yep.
Yes.
Lady in Red.
Lady
She's
in
a lady in red.
Yes. You know what? This song reminds
Yes.
me of
She's
when I was
dancing
14 years
with
old,
me.
and I was at the, the school dances, and all the wallflowers. The girls were on one side, the boys were on the other side, and this song would come on, and you were wishing you were in red that night.
Oh. Yeah.
Who's with me on that?
Yeah.
Seriously, I wish
not
I
raising
had
my
had a
hand.
red dress. And if you were in a red dress, then you got asked to dance. Anyway, okay, I digress. All right,
All right.
next one.
Well, it's the one for the money.
Blue suede shoes. Yes.
Get ready now, go, go, go.
Okay.
Blue suede shoes. Easy.
Step on my blue suede shoe.
That's
Okay.
good.
Well,
That's
you
good.
guys knew that one. I didn't know what that one was, so. See, you're older than I am.
They're wondering about.
Losing him is blue like I never known.
Red.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. T-Swift. I got
man.
that before you did.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Loving him is
I thought you were her best friend.
I am her
Taylor
best friend.
Swift.
Really? I
Okay.
thought you were going to be
I
at
was
her
thinking
wedding.
about I was thinking about my bridesmaid dress.
Okay.
Wondering if my bridesmaid dress would be red.
Mm-hmm.
In the town where I was born,
Oh,
The Yellow
lived a
Submarine.
man
Yellow Submarine. Yep.
who sailed
Yeah.
to sea.
Yeah. Okay. Yellow Submarine. Good, good, good.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Boom. A yellow submarine. Boom. A yellow submarine.
Okay.
Okay.
This
man.
that was
That's it?
fun.
That was
that
fun. Yes, it's
I loved
Was
it.
that it? That was the end? Oh, I could do this. I could
Okay.
do this.
Wow,
all
that
day
was
long.
that was really fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
I was
Okay.
really proud of myself that
I'm
I
really
knew
proud of
some.
Abbie.
I actually am very proud of you.
I was
too.
like, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you guys are
Except
getting
I
Yellow
got
Submarine.
so excited that my watch thought that I had fallen and asked if I needed an SOS. So if the emergency crews come,
Because you didn't
I
tell
was,
him
I was
that.
just hoping my watch would count my steps.
There you go.
So I could
I
get
got
it,
so
some
excited
steps
about
in.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So
we
fun.
hope that brought a smile to all of you today. We are talking about all things color this week, and we felt like it was only fitting to do a little color karaoke. So
I thought it was great.
hopefully you all are thinking at home and singing along with us, and maybe some of those songs are going to be in your head for the rest of the day. I kind of have
Like
a feeling
Purple Rain.
like Purple Rain.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll just keep singing it over and over, just those two words. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
that's all I know too.
That's all I got. All right, everyone. Well, when it comes to quilting, you know that color also plays a very, very important role.
Yes.
And so one of those things that, can help us as we talk about color in our quilts, in our home decor, in our gardens, it doesn't matter, is the tool called the color wheel. You're probably very familiar with it. And we're going to talk to you today during theme number 2 about how to use one of the greatest tools out there. And I promise it's going to blow your mind as you think about, oh, that's why those colors go together so well. Or that's why maybe in that quilt, not so sure about those colors. It might have something to do with something actually very scientific. So we'll show you all of this and more as soon as we get back.
Three Things Live was all about quilting as you go last week.
That's right. We learned about joining blocks without sashing, joining blocks with sashing, and stitching and flipping through all the layers.
Plus, we shared some super cute machine embroidery and sewing applique files that you can use in blocks, clothing, or just about anything you want.
Discover what this award-winning show is all about. Watch it live every Monday through Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain and 3 p.m. Eastern. That's exactly what we're talking about.
So, catch up on all of this and so much more on Facebook or YouTube by clicking the links below.
Three Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile,
Something to learn.
and something to discover. Let's go.
We are so excited to teach you a new technique.
We're going to talk about thread sketching.
Thread
Worked out great.
sketching is more when you just use your thread
I'm using my thread. So,
to make the design.
so first thing you're going to do, you're going to practice straight lines.
Don't try to go too slow with it. That's a little bit easier.
Got a
Stem. Okay.
stem. Here's a tulip for you right
Okay,
here. So
perfect.
you're going to draw one on here, okay?
We're using a friction
Use
pin,
a regular
right?
friction pin. You got to practice. You got to start somewhere, Allison.
Okay. You said you didn't bring your first one.
I did not bring my first one. I was too shocked. I thought I was
Okay,
a better
this is one
artist
of
than
those
that.
fringy top tulips.
That's okay. Those are beautiful. And then you
You
can
guys
go
all
in
know
and
what I'm
color it.
talking about, right?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, yes, yeah. See, that's great.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Three Things Live. I'm Kris.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Allison.
Hey.
And we're talking all about color. And
Yes.
now, guess what? I
What?
think Prince loved color.
Why is that?
Let me show you.
Okay.
He drove a little red Corvette.
Okay.
And he
Oh.
wore a raspberry beret.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he danced in
are
the purple
right.
rain.
You're very,
Yes.
Yep.
He probably did.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
Just
Well,
wanted
that-
you to sing
that-
a few more Prince songs.
Yeah. You just, that color karaoke was just,
That was
just
no,
fun,
too
huh?
fun.
That was way fun. I know, I loved it.
I love it.
It's
You
good.
know what else is just so great about today? We have a few visitors with
Oh,
us.
Yes, we
that's
do.
so
Yes,
fun.
we do. So they're like, no. So give us a wave, ladies.
There, wave.
There we go.
We hope none of you are on the witness protection program. 'Cause guess what? They know where you're at now.
If you're trying to keep it away from anyone, now they know.
Yes.
All right.
That's
we're,
always so
we're
fun.
always happy to have
Yeah.
friends
Visitors
come,
come.
and one of these lovely friends is from North Carolina, who came all the
fun.
way
How
just to be here, right?
Now is the time to travel, which is really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're ever in town up in the northern Utah area this summer, we'd love to have you come visit. All right, so we're talking color wheel. And, to start off, I want to share with you a few photographs that I just grabbed from Better Homes and Gardens, because whenever I think about, we're thinking about gardens or our interior decorating, Better Homes and Gardens, there's just not a better resource out there. And so it really can help when we start to plan things out, such as a garden like this. And they're using the color wheel. And, you've got color here. And sometimes we often get worried about, how should we have the colors go together? What color goes with what? But look how beautiful that room is.
That is so pretty.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's because they're using the color wheel to help them in making those design decisions. This is more of a monochromatic look, which we'll talk about today as well. And then you have, you know, complementary colors, you also have split complementary colors, you have analogous colors, and you just keep thinking, okay, what do all those words mean? Well, we've got a great tool for you all today, and it is something that, you know, is nothing new, but Riley Blake Designs has created this for all the quilters out there because they base this off of their amazing line of solids.
Right, right.
Yes. But
Yes.
today, we're
Right.
going to talk a little bit about how to take it a step further than solids, because let's say you just would love to learn how to use this for prints that you have at home in your scrap
Yes.
stash.
Yes.
Taking it with you to the fabric store.
Yes.
You know, there's lots of different things. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're referring to, and then Jackie's going to lead us through a little exercise here on showing us some prints.
Yes.
So the first thing I want to point out is that it has obviously this little spinner right here in the middle. And so Allison, go ahead and choose a color, any color that you would
I'm
like.
going to choose my favorite color, and
Okay.
let's just choose, let's go in the red, and I'm going to choose this brick red.
Brick
Okay.
red. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over to brick red, and this is where it says brick red right there. And if we wanted a complementary color to brick red, all we have to do is follow along that arrow, and we're taken to the greens. No wonder why Christmas colors look
Yes,
so good in
right.
reds and greens.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, it works well together because they're actually complementary colors. But you can actually take this even a step further. And why don't you help explain this to us, Jackie? When we talk about analogous colors, what is that referring to? When we started out with brick red, okay, what would the analogous colors be here?
The analogous colors would be just the ones that are right next to it, the colors. So one to the right and one to the left. All right. So
And if you didn't know that, you would see it right here. It's pointed out, analogous,
Yes.
right? So all of the colors within this area would go well with the brick red.
yes.
Okay.
The thing I love about this is because it is based off their solids, but I love how the variety of colors, they give it a name, which is really nice, and then it goes one step further, and there are different rings. There are different rings.
Because they're talking value.
Right.
Right?
So depending on where you are, you'll choose whatever is in that ring. So
Okay.
it even takes it down even further. So, for instance, if I took the brick color
Okay.
that Allison loved, then I would choose all of the ones in that first ring. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes,
And
it would.
so, yeah.
Those would be the same value.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So when we're talking value, we're talking either light,
Yeah.
medium,
it's
or
kind
dark.
of like saturation.
Right,
Right.
right. So whatever you were. So for instance, let me just kind of show you a real quick.
Okay.
So this is a dark. This one is
All
a
of
medium.
these would be considered
Uh-huh.
dark. Okay.
And then this would be a light. Okay, so you can kind of see.
Okay, we've got
in here.
dark, medium.
And then you've got lights. So
Okay.
you can kind of
here.
see the difference. There we go.
Okay. All
So
right.
when you're talking value, that's what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
I love that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if we were basing our fabric choices off of the color wheel, are they saying that these colors would all go well
Yes.
together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this would all go well together and so forth.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what I had our cute Janice down at the store. You could do this with your stash. If you found a fabric in your stash that you really loved, and let's just say, okay, I'm going to, let's take this split, let's just take this one for instance, okay? So you're gonna find that color on the color wheel.
Okay, so I'm just kind
So
of
you're gonna
matching
kind
it
of
up.
matching up the colors that looks similar to
I'm
it.
going to say maybe this barn red.
Barn red.
Yeah,
Okay.
looks the most
So
like it.
if you're wanting to do a split complementary, if you look on here,
Okay.
the split complementary, there's a triangle here. So it's
Oh,
actually
because complementary would
would
be
be
right
straight
here
across,
and
but
split.
it's split.
you can see the triangle.
Right.
Look at
Does
that.
you see how that works?
Yes.
So then, because you chose barn red, we're going to use the second circle.
Yes.
And so then you would
That
have.
would take me more to like a chive and a jade. But on here, what does she have?
She's got these three together:
Okay.
Oxford blue, ochre, and a terracotta.
Okay, so let's
So
take a
she
look.
chose, but that's the only reasons she chose.
She, instead of barn red, she
went
thought
for
it looked more
Oxford blue.
terracotta.
Okay, so
Okay.
she went for the Oxford blue.
Uh-huh.
And she found the Oxford blue, which is in that first section right here.
Okay.
And so then she chose one from this area and one from
yes.
this area.
I
Do
can
you see
see-
how that works?
yes, I
so
can.
she chose the ochre, which is this one, because that was in the first one.
And it's within that
the
triangle.
Yep, and the terracotta, she thought that looked more like terracotta.
Oh, yes. Maybe I
So-
was wrong on the barn red.
It's okay, but that's
Yeah.
just something, I mean, that's
Oh,
what's so nice
I can
and
see
helpful.
that. It is very helpful.
Yeah, so that's a split complementary.
And you can see that those really do go
They
well
do.
together, don't
Yes, they do.
You know where else you could use this, as I'm thinking, is lots of times when we're machine embroidering and we're doing a satin stitch, or if you're sewing and doing your thread, your
Yes.
thread color. Lots of times we're like, I don't have that exact thread color,
Yeah.
but you could also match this in thread. And I also love this color wheel in getting dressed in your clothing.
idea.
Oh my goodness, I
Because you
wouldn't
know
have even thought of
sometimes you're
that.
just, all right, which pants match this, or
Yeah.
which sweater would
Yeah,
look
that's
great
true.
with that.
That's great. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
So I says, this is so useful. I found that
goodness.
this one is the most useful one that I've, because it gives me the name, and it gives me such a variety of different colors, which makes it really easy to find.
Now, let's pull up on the screen, Abbie, if you will, the monochromatic look of the, yes, this one right here in the blues.
Oh.
So again, we could look and say, okay, well, we're just going to have a bunch of different shades of blue. But actually, when we go back to our color wheel, you could see right here, I'm starting off with this Oxford blue, and anything going out here is going to go monochromatic
Yes,
to
yes,
it.
yes.
And it's actually, that's really quite beautiful, because
It
you
is
did
beautiful.
see in that photograph some of, a little bit of green in there, a little bit of iceberg in there,
Yeah.
some of those colors that just go so well together that if I were left on my own devices, I might be more towards here thinking it was monochromatic, but actually it's right within
It is.
there.
And then
It
did
is.
you
it was
also
beautiful.
notice the flooring in that room
Yes.
Was
the
really pretty.
was your complementary color, which was the
Yes.
reds and the orange. I mean,
Yes.
isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did, oh my goodness, I did just notice that. So let's take a look back at the color wheel again. Here I was right there, but complementary or split complementary, that floor was more like this,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it really was very pleasing to the eye.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? I mean,
Oh my goodness.
You could spend hours doing this.
You really could.
I mean, even with your own stash, which would be really good. So let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's do
So
a lighter. We've
let's
we've
do-
done a dark value.
The next one is a triad.
Okay.
Which triad means 3 different colors, right?
Uh-huh,
So
sure.
let's see. This one right here is peaches and
What did
cream.
she choose? Peaches,
Peaches
and cream. Okay.
Which is this one right here.
Gonna find
so you're going to
that.
find peaches and cream,
Okay.
which
right
is this one.
here.
It's on the very end. Okay, so there's that one. So if you're going to do a triad, then you're going to pick something from here and something from here.
Oh.
So in the blues, she's done
And
this
you're
one
going to keep it
and this one.
within that
Right.
same
So
value.
you're going to go, yep,
Right?
yep, on the same
Okay.
circle, which is that's so fun to do that.
Wouldn't that be fun to do your 3-yard quilts this way?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. And
Isn't that a lot of fun?
Those 3 actually really go well together.
And
But
you know
I
what?
would never have chose
I
those
wouldn't-
just without
I would not either.
without grabbing this wheel.
Yeah.
I would never have. I would have gone a whiter cream. I might have gone a yellow, just because those are the colors we use. Never would I have grabbed a blue and a
Yeah,
and a green.
I wouldn't have either.
Wow.
So, yes.
Interesting. Do you have
So-
another example?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right, so then let's do the triad 1. So there's a triad one, and it's a little bit lighter. You can kind of follow it. It's actually a square. If you look on here.
Oh, a tetrad.
Can you see a tetrad? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Tetrad one. It's a square. So we've got these right here, crimson.
Okay.
So we find crimson on the color wheel.
Where's that at?
Right here.
Let's see. Okay.
So she's got this one right here,
There we go.
the crimson. All
Okay.
right, so if you're going to do a tetrad, you're going to go somewhere over here, here, a green, and a blue.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
can you see that?
Yes.
So she's got the Oxford blue,
Okay.
which is that one, the rusty, and a hunter. So she's got the four different colors.
Wow.
Now, isn't that beautiful?
That
the four of
really
them together.
is.
I would have
Wow.
never have chosen those to go together either.
Right. But it is very pleasing to the eye.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
beautiful.
amazing.
I mean, can you imagine putting, if you wanted a blue? I mean, look.
It's
Look what
not the
happens.
same. No,
it doesn't
it's
even.
not.
It's not.
It's
So
not the
you-
same at all.
No.
Oh my goodness.
So look, that's why it's so valuable to use this color wheel.
So this is
and
the
that's why I
Riley
loved
color
it.
wheel
Yes.
that we're
Yes.
using.
Yes.
So Anne is asking, she missed the first part. So this is the Riley Blake Quilty color
It's
wheel.
called Quilty Color
We
Wheel.
have it available on our website under new releases or
Yeah.
under
Yes.
Seen on Three Things Live. And what a
Oh my
valuable tool
goodness.
in
Yeah.
so many aspects of your life.
I think
Yeah.
I wanted, we're in the middle of planting some flowers right now. I think I want to use it in my garden beds.
Oh,
actually,
absolutely.
Or
and,
in your
and
pots.
make sure that
Can you imagine
they look good
taking this
together.
and putting your pots
And doing your
together
pots
and doing
together.
a triad color of your
Yes.
pots
Yeah.
with your geraniums and your petunias and it's so fun.
Yeah. Well, we had just taken fabrics that we have in our store.
Yeah.
And just imagine how fun this would be
Well-
to do this on your stash at home.
Yeah,
Then you
exactly.
can probably.
This one
You have
is
a
a
great
triad,
tool.
and look how fun she pulled those together
Yeah.
because I would never
These
have
three.
thrown that orange
This one is a
in there.
medium value, but look how cute that is. That would be fun. I would have
Yes.
never have put this color in.
Right.
These two I would have.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I see that, but I don't think I would have put that one in.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I
Isn't that
love that.
cute?
Yes.
We have not talked about, there's one more on here.
Okay.
Tetrad 2.
Tetrad 2. What is
Uh-huh.
that, Jackie?
So this is the one here where it's kind of a rectangle.
Okay.
Okay, you can kind of see, so it's more of a skinny rectangle. And let's see if we've got one, an example of the Tetrad 2. So find a color. Well, let's just use this. Let's just find one.
Okay.
In the third section. Okay. Let's do the royal blue because I love blue.
Okay.
All right. So if we're going to stick within this section, we're going to choose something from this, either one of these right here. We're going to also choose one from another yellow on the second, and then we're going to do kind of a rosish red-orange color. Can you
what?
imagine?
It's kind of foolproof.
Yeah.
You can actually have confidence
Yes.
when you're choosing colors. You're like,
Yeah.
I know this is going to work because there's some science behind
Yes,
this, right?
yes.
Barb is asking, are there instructions that come with this color wheel for all the variations? Yes.
Yes.
On the back.
On the back side,
On
right
the
here. you're
back.
So
showing.
you don't even
Yes.
have to keep track of instructions.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
all the instructions are here. They talk about value, saturation, hue. So value is, in the easiest way to explain that here is how light or dark
Or
the
dark,
color is.
right.
The saturation is how vibrant the color is. The hue is where a color lies on the spectrum of visible light. And contrast is how different two colors are from one another.
Yeah.
And so it talks about the warm colors, the cool colors, the neutrals, because also your warm colors are
Yes.
over here. They're all on one side. Your cool colors are
Yeah.
over here. I mean, it just makes such a difference with everything that you're doing. Anne said, make your own fat quarter bundles from your stash.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
an excellent idea.
I said, and that I love this color wheel
Okay.
because it really was a lot easier. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of color wheels.
Yes.
And we have learned a lot about in our
absolutely.
classes,
Yes.
especially if you're in the design, you learn a lot about color. But if you don't, this is something.
This one felt very straightforward to me.
Yes, and I felt the same way.
Yeah,
Is
and when you and I were at H&H just a few weeks ago, we were actually introduced to a few different color wheel ideas. And by far, this one was the one that was just felt like the most straightforward, the easiest, the one that you could just pick up and take with you to the fabric store. And so definitely, this is something that I think every quilter should have. And you can pick one of these up on our website, as Allison mentioned, under 3 Themes Live or under new releases, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, very good.
It's really fun.
Hey, you know what else makes a huge difference in your quilts? The background.
Yes.
Am I right?
It's very true.
Background can make a ginormous difference, whether it's light, whether it's dark. And so Allison's going to talk us through a little bit of how she worked through that in some quilt blocks right after this. 3 Themes Live is where we always have something to make you smile, something to learn, and something to discover. Let's go! We all know and love these.
So what you will need is you're going to need a heavy stabilizer. I cut it out and then I cut my fabric and I used my 505 spray to hold it into place. Then I drew my lines. Don't use a permanent pen. So on the lines that I drew, you will sew 1/4 of an inch on each end. So I have done this one, if you can kind of see in the center, that I've sewed it together. Then I boxed the corners. We're going to sew this. Kris, are you ready?
I am.
You're going to sew 1/4 of an inch on both sides.
Okay, so I've got my 2 side seams.
I have my line right here where I sewed. So she is just going to sew on the line that's already there. You have boxed the corners.
And so this is the lining, but you would do the same exact thing for the outer.
Exactly, and I'm going to put it inside my cube like this.
All right, welcome back, everyone. You know, during the transition, Melody had a really great question in the comments, and I'd like to get both of your feedback on this. She asked, so what happens with black? Would it go with all the colors?
Well,
What do you say?
I've always been taught
I would say yes.
that black is the presence of all colors, white is the absence of all colors. I know you can get really scientific,
Yes.
but that's just the simplified
Interesting.
answer of all of that. So obviously, yes, black would go with all the colors, as would white, because, I mean, you're talking about presence and absence of any color on the spectrum.
Okay, there you go.
Man,
All right.
we've just learned a whole college course on color
free.
color theory today. That's so fun.
There you go. I know, and it's something that I think is just absolutely
It is.
fascinating once
It
you
is.
dive deeper into it. So, all right. So, Allison, you said that white is the absence of all colors, and so many times what we will do as quilters is, what is your go-to background color for almost any quilt?
A white or
A
an
white or a
ecru,
cream.
yeah.
Yes.
It happens to be all the time. Like I use it all the time. Now,
Yeah, but I
on
love what-
occasion,
Yeah.
we go with a different color, and it
Yes.
can make a big difference. So let's take a
It
look
does.
at this quilt block that Allison put together.
I think this is just, yeah.
This is cute.
I love this.
Obviously, you use some complementary
I use
colors
some
here,
complementary
didn't
colors
you?
off the color wheel, yep.
Yep, off of the color wheel. I
So
love that.
cute.
And by the way, I love how you did your quilting
said
on
the
this
quilting's
too.
darling.
Very, very pretty. So, all right, and we have it in white. Now, when you look at this, what
beautiful.
it is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What would it be typical of? Would you say maybe some kind of summertime quilt?
Yes.
Right, yes, absolutely. I
Yes.
think, you know,
This would not be
spring,
one
summer,
that you
yeah.
would have during the winter.
No.
Okay, so, all right, because again, we look at cool colors and warm colors,
Yes.
and that also plays a whole nother
Yes, it
you know,
does. I
realm
said
in
there's
what
so
we're
much.
choosing.
There's so much to think about.
So beautiful, white. Okay,
Okay.
but what else do you have?
But if we added a cool color,
Oh,
Ooh, doesn't that just take on a whole
Oh,
new?
my goodness.
Okay, I
I
love
mean,
that
that
navy.
just really
Gorgeous.
makes your colors pop.
Yes,
does.
it does.
look at that. And it really makes that white stand
Yes,
out,
it does.
doesn't it?
I think this would be in comparison with a black. You know, this
Yes.
is what a black would look like as well.
You're absolutely right, Jackie.
Yeah.
I think that is so true. And so, is this something that you would picture differently than this, or would they just go together?
It depends on what you're looking
Yeah.
for. I mean, obviously they would go together, or you could look different time of year, you could look different personality, you could look different decor style. But what
Yeah.
if you wanted to take
Okay.
it into the fall?
Ooh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
isn't that
Definitely.
amazing?
Yes,
How the
I
difference?
mean, it's just amazing what it does to the quilt blocks, and it's amazing what color it pulls and draws out of.
Right.
It's so true. So where this would be more summertime,
Yes.
this definitely screams more fall.
Yes.
And yet, look at how you have so many of the same colors. Oh my goodness, I want all of these.
Those are so pretty.
Those are
I mean,
so
it's
pretty.
exactly the same quilt block
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single time.
Okay.
And they all I love the colors.
Ooh, this is different.
Oh.
This is different. You know what this would remind me more of? A little bit more modern.
Yes.
Yes.
Take, right? Also, when you think about this, it kind of blends in more.
Right.
There's not a
It
huge
mutes it
contrast.
just a little bit.
I mean, look at this and compare it to
Yeah.
this. The star is almost
Where does your
just
eye go?
muted in.
Your eye just kind of goes to the
kind
whole
of
thing,
all
right?
over.
All over.
Where this,
Yeah.
it zeroes
Definitely.
in. So it kind of is just the way you want the look to be. I love
Oh.
that. And your final one?
Oh, that's really cute too.
That's darling. I love
I
this
love
one,
all these
too.
colors. You did a great job.
Yeah. So I think you should stuff these, Allison, and make them as your porch pillows.
Oh, that was a great idea, Chris.
Yeah.
Year-round porch pillows.
I wish
Yes.
I would have thought of that.
I know.
right?
Yeah.
I don't have any idea. I mean, as I'm putting those together.
Well,
No, it's really
actually,
pretty.
she did think of that.
Yeah, I know.
I know you did.
I'm giving her a bad time,
Yeah.
but yeah, because she said I'm going to have these for my porch pillows, and I said, oh, I want those for my porch pillows. That's
Right.
so cute.
And look how fun
So
I found.
cute.
I mean, just in my
Well,
stash,
and they all-
I
Yeah.
found this complimentary
Yep,
background.
And
so-
they all
love it.
look good together.
they do.
I mean,
They do.
you could put them all together and they would all look darling.
Yep.
I love it.
Okay.
That
what
is
do you all
just
think
really
about that?
amazing. Just
Well, if you love those background fabrics, we do also have 1-yard cuts of all the different backgrounds except the
Yes.
white,
Yeah.
because I mean we offer bolts of white all the time.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
but yeah, we also offered those on our new releases. So
Okay.
you can pick those up.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Barb says the navy looks rich. It
Uh-huh.
really
It
does.
really-
doesn't
I
it?
do. I
It's
do
very
love it.
stunning. And I love that it's a solid, and then you've got prints going on.
Yes.
And it's just, too cute for words. I
Yes.
love it. Love it. Love it.
So fun.
Very sophisticated, I would say.
Well,
All
you
right,
know.
everyone. Well, we hope you learned something new today. You know, speaking about color, it's one of those topics that you go, you know, can it make a difference? Does it make a difference? Yes and yes.
yes.
Does it mean that you've done something wrong if you don't have the right colors
Oh,
together?
heavens no.
No.
Are there any wrong colors,
No.
really? I
No.
mean, I honestly am a firm believer. And just look, because I didn't make my quilt blocks before I chose my background colors. Jackie and I just ran down to the store and I just grabbed some and I'm like, let's just see what happens. And look at the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
have a tried and true quilt pattern that you absolutely love, look at the difference a background can make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that.
That you could use it over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
And I just want to remind everyone that one of my just really strong beliefs when it comes to the world of quilting is that if you love it, then there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes,
Right,
So
that's
don't
true.
you ever think for a second that, oh boy, now I've chosen the wrong colors. No,
No.
don't worry about that. If it's something that you love, that you put your heart and soul in and you are so proud of it, be proud of it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just a
And
guide.
so it
the
is
color
a guide.
wheel,
Yes.
color wheel is just a guide.
Exactly.
Just to help you if you don't feel confident. It just gives you
Yeah.
a little more confidence. But if you love it, like you
Yeah.
said,
what's
absolutely
most
do it.
important.
That is what is most
Yeah,
important.
absolutely. All right, friends. Well, we hope we've inspired you today, and we hope that you've thought about things perhaps a little bit differently. And the most important thing is we hope you keep on sewing and doing all the things you love. We hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.